World of Warcraft meets Animal Crossing, or you could say when they had the perfect baby, that would be Palia. I've been glued to my chair for the past 2 days playing the beta. It has rapidly convinced me that combat is not mandatory to have a great MMO which is worth your time. Hey, what's up guys? It's Urbad4am, super excited to share my first thoughts about the Palia Beta, a game developed by former employees of both Blizzard and Riot, League of Legends, World of Warcraft for the people who don't know. And I'm gonna be honest, this did set my bar of expectations pretty high. In this video, I'm gonna share what the game is all about and if it's gonna be something for you. I'm gonna cover everything you need to know about it, so let's get right to it. So what kind of game is Palia exactly? Well, simply put, it's an MMO or massive multiplayer online sim in which you embark on an epic adventure. Gather your own resources, hunt for wildlife, unlock mysteries, and also settle down on your own plot of land to build a house, farm crops, and so much more. You can already recognize the typical art style and atmosphere, which might give you some World of Warcraft or League of Legends vibes. I really like the fact that former Blizzard and Riot developers are working on this game, because then you know you're gonna get some quality. And this is exactly what I experienced in the past 2 days. Playing the games for hours and hours straight, seeing time flying by, feeling as if it were only minutes. During the pandemic lockdown, I spent a decent amount of time exploring a similar game, Animal Crossing. This is a pretty fun game for a while, but it can also become repetitive and boring at some point, as it doesn't have a lot to do. Palia is very similar to it, with a touch of Zelda Breath of the Wild and World of Warcraft, but it also offers so much more than that. The world of Palia is magical and peaceful, as there is no fall damage, danger in combat, or any other hazards I can think of for an open world adventure game. So it's really up to you how exactly you approach it with your playstyle. There are plenty of NPCs you can interact with to improve relationships, unlock new blueprints for many different skills which are part of the game, but you will basically begin with chopping down trees for lumber, grab your first fishing rod, then learn the basics of cooking, craft and farm, settle down your own plot of land. The more you improve your skills, the more you'll discover how big this game actually is, and before you know it, the day is over. What I really like about this game is that you can do pretty much anything you like. I mean, if you want to go for fishing the entire day, go for it. Just sell all the fish afterwards for a nice reward and maybe purchase some pelts. But you can also do hunting. Get the pelts yourself, then of course also use the meat to do a little bit of cooking, as there are so many different professions which you can level up, get some new skills and blueprints for, and of course further develop your character. The hunting mechanic is pretty similar to that of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's simple yet satisfying, taking down your enemies from afar, especially those long distance shots, and you can also come across rare creatures, which also have some high value loot. The wildlife in this game is not aggressive, so you don't have to worry about losing HP or even dying. Instead, it's a chasing game, where you have to take down the enemy before they can flee. The weapons and tools you use though will have durability, so you're gonna have to repair them every now and then, so that is where other types of minigames come in. For example, mining, so you can gather resources, clay, stone, but also different types of ores, which you can process into bars so you can upgrade your gear. There are many different structured blueprints you can unlock from various types of NPCs you can find during your adventures. One thing is certain, there will always be something for you to do in the world of Palia, and you don't really have a main objective. While there are some quests that will help you along the way, it's really up to you what you make of your adventures during the day. Talking about day, we also have day-night cycles in Palia, which help you to find different types of creatures. For example, right here I am hunting for rare bugs during the nighttime. And these also have different rarities, or shinies, if you will. This easily reminded me of shiny hunting in both Pokemon and Hogwarts Legacy. It's a pretty satisfying thing to do, and those valuable creatures will also give you more valuable mats, so you can sell these for a hefty bonus. But of course, once you've filled up your inventory with treasures, it's time to go home and continue working on your base. Processing planks and smelting ores will take some time, while there is plenty more for you to do in the base, as you can also make your very own garden, plant different types of crops which all have unique various kind of effects. It just feels great, and what I really like about it is that you can quickly go AFK, grab a snack or open a door if you need to, as there are no dangers. That's amazing for parents who can't always glue themselves to the chairs to play video games, or people who just want to have a relaxing experience. In the past couple of months, I've played Diablo 4, Sons of the Forest, Hogwarts Legacy, and also some more hardcore adventure or survival games. And sometimes they do feel a little bit grindy, while with this game, I really don't have that feeling. You can play the game as if it were a single player, or of course team up with people you come across during your adventures. It's an MMO, so it might be interesting to team up with people to make farming runs more efficient, start hunting together, or I don't know, you can just chill in town, just throw out your rod next to somebody else. Honestly though, I have yet to see a moment where I feel the need of partying up with other people to make things a little bit more efficiently. Hunting is the only thing that can be a little bit tricky in the beginning, as you start off with basic equipment, while the more you unlock with leveling up your skills, the more powerful and efficient your character becomes. At this point, it's a little bit too early to say if things might become a little bit boring or repetitive in the long run, but I'm sure there will be some kind of difficulty increment towards the mid and late game for the mini games like farming and hunting, to keep things interesting for a longer time. The only real complaints I have so far is that the lack of a minimap can be a little bit annoying, especially when your regular map has limited use in terms of where you are. Sometimes the map doesn't display anything at all, while it's also not possible to zoom out and see different zones. A map similar to that of Zelda Breath of the Wild would be amazing, in which you can just pin down treasure or save efficient farming routes. Party experience also felt a little bit absent, as I never really had the feel that I was actually playing with my bro, who was in the same area and also in my party. His name was on my screen all the time, Fietsbel, lol for the Dutch people, but it doesn't really do much until you get right next to them. You can form communities in Palia, which is amazing, while it would be so much cooler if all your friends or party members automatically teleport to the same phase or zone. So if you see them on the minimap, you can just run towards them, say hi, and maybe form a party to continue the adventure together, farm resources together. I think that would be a lot more interesting. That being said, we're still in closed beta, and I'm sure that the team is already working on many improvements. And yeah, knowing that we're dealing with a dev team consisting of ex-Riot and Blizzard employees, I can say that it has huge potential. I myself am very much looking forward to continue playing Palia. Heck, I'm already preparing guides for you guys. Beginner guides to get you started with the game, essential tips and tricks to make things a little bit more efficiently, things you need to know, but also advanced farming guides to get a lot of money in a short amount of time. So there is a lot coming your way for this game. Definitely subscribe if you want to see all that. But yeah, now the big question, is Palia for you? Well, if you like cozy adventure games and be part of a magical world filled with NPCs and other players you can interact with and are happy to spend hours for gathering resources, catch fish, farm crops, and hunt for wildlife without any survival elements or competition, well, this game is gonna be perfect for you. However, if you struggle to enjoy games without much competition, or of course look forward to raiding other people's bases, be the king of the hill in PvP, let's say, I'm gonna have to disappoint you. Palia wants to be something else, something unique and different on the market. And boy oh boy, they delivered. Ladies and gentlemen, a big thanks for watching. That is basically my thoughts about the Palia beta. Leave a like if you enjoyed watching this video, and of course share your thoughts about Palia itself in the comments down below. You're very welcome to join our community Discord as well, in which we're going to talk a lot more about the game. You're welcome to join our community on the game itself. Still a little bit hesitant if the game is going to be something for you after my thoughts. Well, why not try it out yourself on the 10th of August? Because that is when you get to try the game out for free with the open beta. Right now, though, it is 4 AM out. I'm gonna work on those guides to get you ready for the beta. Big thanks for watching. Be sure to leave that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.